Hi, I'm Christel. I'm here to do a reading for you. I want to do a career, work, business, whatever applies to you reading for the first 3 months of 2021. Now, I'm going to give you a brief view over some planetary changes in January. There will be a full moon at the 28th, and I want to do a quick advice sort of message reading as well, included in this reading for that full moon. Full moons are to release, to let go. The full moon is on January 28th at 9 degrees of Leo, and it is at 7:18 p.m. GMT time. It's also called the wolf moon because it's the dark moon in January, dark of winter, when the wolves supposedly howled at the moon. Well, they do that also at other stages, but it's called the wolf moon. Now, what else is happening in the planets? So the sun has gone into Aquarius, is now currently in Aquarius. It's there since the 18th. We had a square of Jupiter and Uranus on the 17th of January, which was also difficult. And at the end of this month, on the 30th of January, Mercury will go retrograde. And that will stay in retrograde in Aquarius until the 20th of February. So it's a good time to just do work in the background, to not launch anything new, to not try anything new, but to just do and prepare, as it were, in the background. So that is the planetary overview for just now. So I'll be going now to read Capricorn. This is your professional reading for the first 3 months of the year. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, which is really your card, and the Hangman. So these three cards are really good, but this card, I'm not saying it's a bad card, not at all. It's just saying that it is a card that is going to slow the process down. It's not a very fast card, but in a way you're okay with, letting things unfold the way they should be unfolding. And I think that is something you have to be mindful of, Capricorn, because you like things the way you like them. You like to be in control of stuff, and sometimes you are not. Sometimes things just have to flow and unfold like they have to unfold. And I think this card is a reminder for that. The Hangman. And Hangman is okay with being not in control totally, but just letting things unfold. And that in a way slows things down, but also makes things better. Now, there is something that you agreed on to do, and it's something, maybe a new collaboration, maybe a new contract, a new agreement, a new people, new client. Two of Cups. In this reading, a professional reading, it's about collaboration or an agreement, a contract. And that can be you hiring somebody, that can be you being hired by somebody else, but it can also be like a contract of you delivering services to somebody, or maybe a contract where you are going to work together with somebody else for giving services to people. But there are ideas in that collaboration or in the contract. It is something new that you're going to do. It's a new thing, it's a new project, it's a new creative project, a new creative endeavor, undertaking, and it's really something you really love that. It's something new, and new always fires people up, and in this case it fires you up as well. And I think it's something that you are very capable of doing, because the Emperor card tells me that you have not only the stamina, but also the willpower and the vision to do this new thing, to make this new agreement, contract, or collaboration into reality, to bring it into the real world and to make something good out of it. But there is this element of letting things flow like they have to flow, and letting them unfold as they come on your path. It's not about being stubborn and doing it all your way and being in total control, although emperors are in control. I feel this emperor is more like a visionary emperor. Like you have the vision, you have the willpower, you have the stamina, and you have also the stamina and the energy to deal with the fact that, you know, there is not a fixed path to this new project, that there are things that have some elements that still have to come together, that still have to come into being, and that you don't know yet how you're going to deal with them or how they're going to come into being. And that's the Hangman, and that's okay. So let's see what the other things are coming out here. I'm going to do it like this so we can't see what is underneath. Otherwise you think I'm cheating with the cards. No. Okay, the High Priestess wants to come out very clearly. I feel that, okay, the Devil card. Why? Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. So it is a project where, you know, there is money involved here. And obviously in a professional reading, it is an important thing. Knight of Swords, Six of Swords. I feel that is more connected with the Hangman, but okay, let's see that later. Very much Hangman, you know, slow going, sometimes not knowing how. Okay, Three of Swords. Let's start here. So the new contract, new agreement, new collaboration, new launch. It comes from deep inside of you. If it's a new idea, if it's a new agreement, new contract, yeah, it comes from, you know, you feeling good about it and you knowing that it's a good step. But there's also some doubt here with the Devil. Something that compulsive, that's the word that's coming. I don't know why it's coming with the High Priestess, but there is, you know, there is this need to do it, but I don't get stuck into the too much compulsion, the too much controlling, the too much wanting this to be happening immediately. I feel that this High Priestess, as I said, is a bit connected to the Hangman, and the Hangman asks you to let things flow and to not force it. So if things here, for example, if it's a new contract, a new agreement, and things need to be fine-tuned in there, and they are not totally, completely clear how to be fine-tuned, let it unfold, see how it comes together, but don't, you know, don't let the fear or the compulsion to immediately have everything completely defined as it should be and signed, maybe. Don't do that. Don't be the, you know, don't be forcing it, but trust that things will come together and then eventually you can sign when you feel it's all okay. So the signing here, the actual, you know, the collaboration, the agreement, the actual signing may take a while because it needs to be a sort to unfold and to grow into its definite form, like you're going to execute it. But the ideas are there. With the Ace of Wands, the idea and the creative undertaking is definitely there. And then with these two, it's really, yes, it's a thing that's going to bring in money. It's a new idea for making money. But it is also this, it has several elements that need to be worked out. And I feel that these elements also need to be defined in that agreement. And that will take a little bit of time. So don't force it. So have the vision. Have the vision, but don't think it's completely in its definite form yet to be signed, to be agreed on. Make sure that if you need to sign a contract, for example, already, that the contract is not inflexible, that you can still adapt it, that there can be still some flexibility and things can be added and things can be still a little bit fluid. Now, I know that, you know, for a lawyer in a contract, so it has to be like an agreement between the two of you saying, yes, these and these and these elements, we still need to see how we're going to work it out and how they're going to come together in our project, in our collaboration. Something like that. But there is, you know, there is the element of, I feel that this is an element of legal stuff coming in and then deciding and cutting through uncertainties, doubts, things that need to be defined. And the Six of Swords tells me that, you know, the contract is not in completion yet. It's not completed yet. The partnership or the agreement is not totally completed in that it's in a fixed form, but it needs to unfold still. That is a transition card. So maybe, you know, if you have a written agreement, allow for that transition and allow for that flexibility to be in that agreement. Because with this Eight of Swords, some things are not clear. You know, these elements are not totally clear. They need to be worked out. It's a bit like, you know, it's the elements of the Eight of Pentacles that need to be totally well defined, but you are in the process of doing that. And that is that. If you force it, I feel that this is a card that tells me that should you want to force it, should you be very compulsive and rushing it and not allowing this hangman to have the time and the flexibility, then it's going to be, you know, it's going to bring you heartaches, but also headaches and a feeling of loss. And maybe the fact that, you know, you don't have everything defined as yet and completed as yet, because you're Capricorn, that sometimes gives you the sense of losing, you know, the sense of losing time, the sense of losing money, the sense of losing your energy, but that's not true because you have the Hangman. So it is part of the process and you have to accept that, Capricorn. If you do that, it's going to be much smoother. So I would suggest you do that and not be compulsive and controlling, you know, let a little bit of the control flow. Okay, what card comes out here? It's the Moth Spirit. It says surrender now. So as I was saying, don't control everything, going on about control. This comes out. So the surrendering is the surrendering of the Hangman. This Hangman is surrendering to whatever comes, just hanging there. And here, the Moth Spirit says to surrender. So it's like a confirmation, isn't it? Okay, let's see what else comes out. This is an I Ching card, and I will need the book for that. So I need a book because these are in Dutch and they are very specific terminology used in the I Ching, so I don't want to get it wrong. It's number 47. Okay, that makes sense. Confining. Okay, that is this card and a little bit this card, but also I'm going to pull them out here like that. So this card is a bit, I hope that makes sense like this. So it's about confining, oppression, limitations, feeling yourself cut off, problems. But it's about finding a way to, you know, that is a feeling that you have. That is that devil that comes up and that will be present with you for a moment. But, you know, you have to give in to that High Priestess. You have to not, because that will feel like this. This is also a bit like feeling abandoned, feeling all alone, having to do it all alone. But that's not true. That is in your head. And that's because you like to be in control. But that's that devil in you speaking. But this card says to surrender. So, you know, don't let this overrule the whole process, because then you're going to screw it up. You don't want that, Capricorn. So keep calm, let things unfold, let it be slow. I think, you know, I've said it before in other readings. There is a saying in my coaching. One of my master coaches called it, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And I think that is here in this reading. So think about that one. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. For now, this is it. I hope you liked it. Give me a like, follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever. There is an offer on my website. You can find the link at the back of the video. And for now, bye Capricorn.